The scheming girl was from a poor family, yet she never spent less than 1,000 yuan on clothes each time she shopped. This was only because she had a wealthy aunt. The aunt would agree to any request she made. As the scheming girl expected, after seeing she wanted a dress worth nearly 2,000 yuan, the aunt agreed without hesitation. With the aunt's promise, the greedy scheming girl immediately picked out other expensive clothes and a precious necklace. But just after the aunt paid and they were about to leave together, the mall alarm suddenly went off. The clerk stopped the scheming girl at once and reminded her that she hadn't paid for her items. The scheming girl was instantly stunned. She quickly asked the aunt why she hadn't paid for her. However, the woman asked her niece in return. She was not her parents, so why should she buy things for her? After saying that, she left directly with her daughter. At that moment, the scheming girl could never imagine that the woman was actually reborn. In her past life, the scheming girl, claiming it was inconvenient to prepare for exams at home, suddenly moved into the woman's house to stay. The woman kindly took her in, treating her as carefully as her own daughter. She even spent a lot of money to hire famous teachers to tutor them. In the end, both her daughter and the niece were admitted to famous universities, attracting social attention. When reporters interviewed the woman about her educational experience, the scheming girl publicly accused her of mistreating her during her stay. She also took out a diary, recording all kinds of charges against the woman. Before the woman could explain, she was surrounded by angry relatives. The niece's parents even shamelessly pushed her to the ground, making her hit her head on the table and die with regret. She never expected that when she opened her eyes again, she had been reborn to the day the niece came to stay. Looking at the ungrateful scheming girl, the woman was furious, yet she still took her in, determined to make her pay in this life. Soon after, the niece's father transferred 200 yuan for living expenses to the woman, begging her to take good care of his daughter for the year. Seeing this, the scheming girl immediately asked how much her parents had sent. The woman couldn't help recalling that in her past life, to protect the girl's self-esteem, she hadn't told her the amount, and the scheming girl had mistakenly thought she had embezzled the money. Having been reborn, she would never be taken advantage of again, so she showed the 200 yuan transfer to the niece directly, saying it was barely enough for meals, let alone rent. She was going to call the niece's parents to take her back. The scheming girl hurried to stop her, crying that her parents had never wanted her to go to school, and would surely beat her to death if they knew she was asking for more money. The woman's daughter also spoke up to help out of kindness. Hearing this, the woman didn't make the call, but reminded the scheming girl that she would waive the rent in this case, but would only provide food and shelter from then on, and the scheming girl shouldn't expect anything else. She thought this warning would make the scheming girl behave. Yet a few days later, her daughter couldn't help telling her that the scheming girl often stole things from home. She had secretly taken the woman's necklace out before, and after losing it, made the daughter say she had lost it. Hearing this, the woman finally realized that the niece was inherently bad. She became more wary of her, and secretly installed cameras at home. The scheming girl knew nothing about this. One day, to reward her daughter for good exam results, the woman planned to buy her a necklace. The scheming girl was filled with jealousy, demanding the woman buy her 2,000 yuan clothes and an expensive necklace too. The woman thought this was a good chance to teach her a lesson, so she pretended to agree, but didn't pay for the items. When they left the store, the scheming girl was stopped by the clerk. She was extremely embarrassed, and had to leave